And
We're
we're
live?
live.
I'm not chewing.
Hi, everybody. Okay, let me pull it up. All right, guys. Hi. Load us up with questions if you guys have them. We'll make sure to get to them. We have a couple things to talk about today.
I'm going to keep plugging our T-shirts and other core team goods. So if you go to, right in this video, if you go to underneath where it's like videos, recent, playlists. Well, one, you can watch playlists, but also their store. I think they put it all the way to the right. So you can go to the store. I don't have it quite pulled up yet. And you can shop. Don't pull me up yet, Kench. Don't pull me up yet. Here we go. Okay. Wait. All right. So if you go to my screen, you go to our YouTube channel here, you see all of our videos, and you go to store. You can actually purchase.
Oh, I never know we had hoodies.
You didn't know?
No. I
You
think
didn't?
I would get one of those.
I
Wait, is
I
this a
could-
zip
next
front?
time we print, I can just print for you.
What is this? Is there something on the back of this one? The zip front?
I think the logo's there.
We have zip.
We got jackets, we got bags, we got coffee mugs. You get anything.
Yeah, pump
What?
covers. Pump covers.
Pump covers?
Yeah, you take them off after you like all pump.
Oh, pump
Covers.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Thought you was hopper.
Oh, but you can still see my pump even with the.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I didn't know.
He's like, what is a pump cover?
Anyway.
Can't cover this pump.
Anyway. So I just want to plug the store. Also, go in and leave us comments. Load us up with your comments. We love to answer them. And, to come on here every week and talk about real estate, we're not a market where it's sprawling and expanding, and we can talk about the 10 new developers who just started building 500 homes apiece. That's not the thing in Hawaii, so we love it when you load us up with your questions because it gives us stuff to talk about for you guys.
Here we go.
And so there's only one Ho'opili house left?
Yeah, that's
What?
as of like this morning. If
Really?
somebody didn't take it already, yeah. There's one Kanalani home left and we're talking single family, like not the condos. There's still that stuff, but as far as what's being built right now, what's available for single family home, there's one. There's one left.
What is it? Do you remember?
It's a Kanalani. I think it's a canoe floor plan. So that's a 3-bedroom. It's
Okay, look at you with the names of the
it's
floor
a
plan.
canoe. It's a va'a,
Va'a.
if you might.
Yeah.
I think it's just a little bit over 1,200 square feet. So it's, one of the smaller. of
Smaller.
the
Do you know the
floor
price point?
plans. I don't, but I want to say it's like high nines.
Yeah, I was going to say sub $1 million.
Yeah, I think it's under $1 million. But yeah, give us a call. We'll call them right away if you have interest because I don't expect that'll be available for much longer.
Well, and you said there's going to be one more release, and then we're not going to have new constructions in that development for a while.
Yes.
For single family.
For single family. So the next release, now if you're like, and I have a couple clients, like shout out to Shane guys, who are, they like Ho'opili, but what's left is not really it for them. The next development, I don't know what it's called. We don't know the exact price points, but it's more of a perimeter.
Like a bluffs type thing?
No. It's more on the freeway side. So it's
okay.
up closer to where like the
Mauka
high
side.
school, Mauka side, where the high school is going to be built.
Okay.
I think it's a couple hundred homes, if I'm not mistaken. I think there's going to be a couple different styles, but I know one is going to be supposed to be very similar to Kanalani.
Okay.
So the style of home is going to be similar to Kanalani, and if it's going to be pretty similar, then I would assume similar price points as well, depending on what the market is doing at that time when they release.
Okay.
Speaking of releases, the release won't happen until sometime this summer, maybe July or August.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, so that would mean roughly a completion of that phase in like the September, October range.
Got it.
So for single family homes, there's one left that you could close, where you would have to close like in the next month in May to make use of the in-house lending, like special,
Yeah.
special interest rate. And then after that, we don't have a release till summer, and then that's not built until like fall. And then after that's done, it quote unquote could be years until we have another single family release like that.
And
Single
again,
family home
we're
release. talking
talking about DR Horton's development, Ho'opili and the Eva Plain. So if you look at my map here, this is the main road going into Eva Beach. This road didn't exist when we were kids.
Yep.
And Kapolei is over here. So Kapolei, Eva, used to be all fields, and now you have Ho'opili here.
Yeah, and so the next phase is going to be closer to here.
Well, two things. I want to point out Mahe's pigeon. So she said, shout out to Shane, guys. Translated, that's Shane and them. Shane and his family.
Yeah.
Shane guys.
Shane guys.
And the other thing I want to make note of is, so we had a closing recently. Shout out to
The Valdezes.
the Valdezes.
Yes. And then Gunther right before them, too.
Well, so that's the thing. So Mahe is like, hey, I need you to attend this closing for me. You're going to show up. I'll make a gift basket. One, she didn't make the gift basket, so I had to make it. And I think my gift basket was good.
It was a basket.
It was a laundry basket.
It was a laundry basket.
With toilet paper, paper towels, a Swiffer, a razor for cutting boxes, soap, sponges. Did I do a shower curtain? Things you need.
Yeah.
And then she's like, oh, it's next to Gunther's. I don't remember where Gunther's house is. It's all new construction. It all looks the same. So then I get there. I'm like, which house is it? I'm sitting outside. So I went and talked to one of the workers. I'm like, hey, is there a closing here today?
Yeah. My bad.
So thanks, Mahe.
I didn't drop up a pay. I figured you remember because we were just there the other week.
Kenji, would you remember Gunther's house exactly?
Oh, yeah.
He always
Immediately,
does
yes.
that.
Oh, yeah.
He's always so optimistic when he don't actually have to do anything. Okay, but anyways, yeah, shout out to them. So on that street, just a brag moment, we have what, 4 or 5 of our clients just on that street?
Yep, a couple of them are direct neighbors. And then, when you loop around, because it's a loop, we have a few more on that side, too. 2 of them are direct neighbors over there, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
So.
Nice.
But anyway, the other part of that was, so no more single family homes after this next release closer to the freeway, summer release. So get connected with us now. Summer's really right around the corner. And now that people know that that's going to be like the last single family in Ho'opili for a while.
Well, for buying, summer is now. For all intents and purposes.
Yeah, so connect with us now. But after that's done, there will be like a single family style build that will happen. They're going to concentrate more on CPR style though, meaning like a mamaka, like we share a common driveway or we share a loop and we're in there, like smaller lots.
Cluster mailboxes. Like you enter the community and it's no longer public roads, it's private roads, private driveways.
Like so some of
maintenance
that,
fees,
some kind of like
stuff.
some kind of like mini home type stuff. But if you're looking for like a true like single family, your driveway, you can park on your driveway.
On the good side, we may see a return of at least low 900s, if not high 800s.
Yeah.
Price points, maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I was like, oh, you guys gonna do any more like ho'olu type, like the plantation?
Yeah.
It didn't sound like they are, but you know.
So if Kench can pull up my map here, I just want to show you. Ho'opili is on the left over here. You see all the new construction. And we actually just had, who was it? Oh, one of our clients came in, Bay Area couple. He's a nurse, and she was asking about the rail. She's like, we want to be able to ride the rail to the hospital, and you could get to Palimomi. So I'll zoom out. I always fail on how to like get my guy. How do you get off of this? No, that's not the best way. There we go. So where we were was right here. And then the rail goes kind of like this and down here. And currently, the rail stops in this Salt Lake area. So there is a hospital right here by our old office and by Pearl Ridge called Palimomi. And you can ride the rail to a short walk to Palimomi. So for a medical professional who wants to live in Ho'opili and actually ride the rail, or any other professional, there is industry, there is economy. That you could be a financial planner with an office in Aiea and the Pearl Ridge area. That probably is going to be the most common area for the rail, for someone to be working and riding the rail. Yeah.
Yeah.
For Pearl Ridge, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess in theory, Pro City or Waipahu, but there's more office buildings and more professionals around here. Yeah. All right, we're gonna talk about off-market deals.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be generous and give ourselves 3 off-market deals right now, and we kind of do have 3. We have our buyer is buying our seller's listing, and then those sellers are also buyers. Hopefully putting together a deal today or so, buying another listing by Aiden. Aiden is exiting. And then I have another one. Our past client, shout out to Carolyn, is selling her home off market to a friend. So they kind of pre-negotiated, but then, you know, it was a good thing agents were involved as we get near to opening escrow probably today. So a lot of clients come in, not to say a lot, but clients come in and sometimes they're asking about off-market deals. Like, was there any way we can find something off-market? And our answer is always kind of the same. The probability of it is lower because homes are on the actual market, and most sellers want to that. Even if we have a listing, right, and we probably have more buyers than any other team, but the chance of us having the buyer for the particular home in Makakilo, in Kailua, in town is still relatively small. So does it happen? Yes, happens sometimes. Do our buyers get off-market listings because we know an agent bringing one, or we had a listing in our pipeline that they may be able to get, like our client's getting right now? These things happen. They're a low probability, but it's not off the table for us to try.
Yeah.
And if you're a seller and you're thinking about selling off market transparently, it may not be your highest net return. You might be able to get more, but could you get the convenience of not having to show your home and clean it and stage it, or maybe move out early? Could you get a really committed buyer that appreciates getting an off-market deal and feels the value there, that maybe will give you a post-closing period where you can take an extra couple of weeks or maybe even a couple of months to move out? Like, these are all advantages to selling off-market, but we're never going to try and like pocket it and push it off-market unless that's going to be the best thing for you. And in a perfect world, seller's getting the best net outcome, buyer's happy with what they're paying, buyer has flexibility to let the seller stay longer if that's something they want to do, and or the two people just feel really great about it. Like my seller is selling to her contractor.
Oh,
her contractor's already living in there,
Yeah.
and she's selling to him. And so she just loves the convenience of it. She's happy that she's helping him. He's getting a good deal, but she committed to the price. So yeah, I just brought this up. So kind of an interesting thing. My in-laws' best friend, basically a Hanai family kind of thing, hit us up and we're like, hit me up 2 nights ago. And we're like, hey, you might be busy, but we're interested in this house in Aiea. And they were like, could you give us some feedback on it? So I gave them some. I gave them some feedback. I gave a little analysis, a lot of nuance. You know how we do.
Yeah.
And here, let me see if I can find it. Again, these lives sometimes they're for bragging, but if you guys leave your comments and questions,
there's one comment.
But
it's flowers for Kenny, really.
Flowers for Kenny.
Yeah. Larry Tran. How's it, Derek and Mahe? Just jumping in to say aloha, and a big shout out to Kenny for being my realtor. And Charlotte, too, for following up and making sure my needs are being met. Core team. Cheese.
Wow, thank you.
Thanks, Larry.
Oh, we got to give our flowers to Aiden, too. I'm supposed to open up with the review of the week. Do you have that on file, Kenji? Oh, you didn't get it?
Well.
All right, well.
Aiden got some flowers, too.
Aiden got some flowers, too. So what did they say? They said Michelle T said that Aiden is... basically, Aiden's amazing.
Yeah.
What else did she say?
She's very professional.
Very professional. Understands our needs. I don't know.
It's like very nice.
We didn't get the file. We're trying to make it a habit of bringing up this file and screen sharing it. But basically, Aiden got his flowers.
Yeah.
And they're saying how amazing Aiden is. These are clients that Aiden and I are partnered working with. But Aiden's fronting more of the communication. And they just... And, they're not... the clients are, they're like a little timid. You know, it's a big purchase, and this one has like 3 dominoes that have to fall. Very complex. I couldn't have asked for a better outcome for them. So they're like, I think there was always like a little apprehension of like, can we even do this with these guys? And it's happening like in an amazing way. So, okay, I'll brag about myself here. She said, thank you so much for doing such a detailed video. Derek, you're super good how you explain everything. I can see why people love working with you. You gave us a lot to think about. She likes Taylor Swift, so I dropped that. What do you call these things? GIF.
Yeah, that's like my favorite GIF, this one.
Bro, I got you.
Yeah.
And so that was super validating to me because when I met these people, I was the young kind of punk kid taking their, Michelle away.
Oh, okay. I was like,
it's Michelle's sister's like best friend.
Okay.
And she's a strong woman. I've always been a strong guy, and then for her to come to me and say, hey, I'd like advice on this. She's an attorney, super smart, very sophisticated. I've come to her for advice.
Yeah.
And so for her to come and say, hey, I want advice on this home, me break it down super nuanced, and her to be like, wow.
Yeah.
I was like,
yeah, that felt good, right?
I appreciate you.
Oh.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah. Is there another comment there?
Yeah. G?
Correct us. Is it G or?
How you pronounce that?
I feel like that's G.
Yeah, I think so. Or, I don't know.
Hi, I've upped my budget to 1.5 million from 750. It's all cash. Could I get a nice property near
Diamond Head? Well, are you talking condo or are you talking like a Black Point single family?
Well, yeah. So Mahe brings up a good point. I'll pull up my map here and continue to talk. When you're talking about near Diamond Head, so this is the Diamond Head crater. Usually the famous view of this Leahi crater, more commonly known as Diamond Head, is from the side profile. But it's actually a circular crater thing. And so near Diamond Head is a lot of things. Near Diamond Head is... Put Diamond Head in the middle of the screen. Yeah, so near Diamond Head can be a lot of things. Near Diamond Head can be 15 million, can be 15 million, can be 5 million. Over here can be 2.5, 3 million up to 10 million. But you can also get into this Kapahulu Diamond Head area. So there's a street called Montserrat. And I sold a home not too long ago right here on Trousseau. This is like the demarcation from Diamond Head versus Kapahulu. So if you see my cursor, above my cursor, that's like Kapahulu. It gets flatter. The homes are smaller and more on a different kind of grid. Here, closer to Diamond Head, this is considered the Diamond Head community. So I'm going to drop my guy here on the corner of Trousseau and Vela. So I sold this home down here. It was kind of an interesting triplexy kind of thing. But that home there. There are some monster homes. I don't think they finished building it. Back there, they're building this huge home. It's finished now. And if you go like up Trousseau a bit, I remember we walked to one of the neighbors' homes to like assess. Where did they? I think they live more down here by this flag. I think it was this house here. You can get a nice home in the area for closer to 1.5. And it doesn't have to be as big as these, like some of these redone plantation homes. So can you get in the general Diamond Head area? Yes. Also, on this side of Diamond Head, where Diamond Head, air quotes, becomes Kaimuki, you can certainly get in for the 1.5 range. And then it starts to blend over to Kahala. As you go, I'm trying to, I guess, here, kind of. Yeah. That becomes Kahala. This is Kaimuki. And so can you get in the Diamond Head area? Yes, for 1.5 million.
But depends, like, let us know, set up a consult with us. Let us know like what you're looking for, what kind of house, like what type of Diamond Head experience you want. You just want to be near Diamond Head, or are you like, you know, I want to be close to the water, or...
They could have always gotten into Pu'alei Circle, right?
Right. If
for
you,
$750.
If you were open to condo, it looks like he wants a house though.
So off of Montserrat is that Pu'alei Circle? No. Oh wait, let me go back. I messed that up. Here's
there
Pu'alei
it is.
Circle.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a different circle. So we did a video here, Mahe and I. She was teasing me that she'd be on the Harley and I'd be on like the moped. But this is an area of condos, and it's kind of this like homogeneous enclosed loop of condos.
Yeah, it's cute.
You can hear like the monkeys from the zoo. It's the trees are, you know, rustling in the wind, and yeah, it's cool. You could have always gotten into there, but yeah, what kind of Diamond Head experience are you looking for?
Yeah.
I'll be in Hawaii next week. Okay. Yeah, reach out to us. Let's connect.
What's up, Marissa?
Marissa's on? Where's she at?
She said, hi, friends.
Oh, okay. Hey, Marissa. We were just talking about you. Can I get a house there? I'm moving from Sydney. Is that... Oh, yeah, I think we did this before because I was assuming Sid meant Australia. All right. Real estate question. What is the average closing time for cash purchases?
Well, it depends. It can depend on if it's a single family or if it's a condo. It's basically as quickly as we can get through specific contingencies. You don't have the finance contingency, but you likely want a termite contingency in there. You'll likely want a termite inspection. You could waive it if you wanted to, but it's not recommended to. So that usually takes at least a couple of weeks. So I would say probably like 21 days-ish would be the quickest.
Well, yeah, what is the average? It depends on what you're doing because like flippers are buying without those contingencies. Right. And if the deal was all pre-negotiated, escrow could, in theory, get that deal done in Hawaii in like 5 days. Usually they want to have like 7 to 10 because it just makes everything hectic for them to do it any quicker. It depends on what contingencies you want as a cash buyer and what you're doing. We're closing a cash deal right now, and the buyers wrote it for 22 days. But they did termite inspection, they reviewed condo docs, all the things you should do. Yeah. So it depends. It depends. How quickly could we get it closed? We could get it closed in like a week, but we want you to have more time to do home inspections, etc. Yeah. Unless there's some specific deal and angle that you're doing. Yeah. So 14 to 21 days, depending on what contingencies we're going to do and what your situation is.
Yeah, and for condo docs, that's something that normally, financing will require it. But if you're purchasing cash, you definitely should still get it. And if it were me, I'm purchasing cash, I'm hiring that third party to review those docs with me because I no longer have that lender as a partner in reviewing those condo docs. So underwriting is very scrutinizing to who they're leveraging 80% of the value to, or whatever the case may be. So they're looking at docs, they're looking at financials, of the association. So if those things are at play, you can look at them and we can all look at them, but there's also a third-party legal service that can help you look at those in lieu of having underwriting in the situation. I always say that if I were, if you're foreign and you're buying cash, that's a different thing. But if I were domestic and I had the ability to get a loan, I'd probably just get one, carry it for the first 6 payments, because if you don't make the 6 payments, the lender gets dinged. Unless you're honest with them, you just tell them, hey, I'm going to pay this thing off in 3 months, then they can underwrite it appropriately. But I may just get a loan, just to have underwriting, look through it, and go through the loan process. Yeah. Gunny, what did he say? Did you guys know they're building a film studio at UH West? This will be the biggest studio on the island. I didn't know that. Did you know that, Kenji?
You knew that? Oh, yeah?
Oh, pretty rad.
Oh, that's cool. I know that Augie T, council member for the Ewa Beach, Waipahu district, he wants to bring like the film industry to Hawaii to create jobs and stimulate the economy. So I wonder if he has his hand in that. Kevin, mahalo, no worries. Brenda Wood, thank you. Thank you, Brenda. Let us know, Brenda, like what kind of cash purchase are you interested in?
Yeah.
You know what I want to talk about again? I want to give a shout out to my friend Kaipo. You know,
The painter?
Different Kaipo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, different Kaipo. But I went to go eat yesterday in Wahiawa. You ever see that chicken and barrel place on the left?
Yeah, I've
Let me
never
give them
gone,
a
but
shout out.
I've never gone, but I always go, oh, I wonder if that's any good.
Nothing to do with real estate. But I want to give this place a shout out because one, they were just cool. And then my friend Kaipo is working there, my friend from high school. So as you come into Cam Highway, it's like one of the first places on the left. So there's like the tire place. Oh, it's termite and pest control here. It used to be, it's a tire place now. Oh, is that the termite? They're the ones that got busted? No, that's not.
Well, it's like over here
It's this
somewhere.
one.
Yeah.
So here, it is no longer this tattoo place. It's barbecue. It's a pizza place and a chicken place. And anyways, or maybe it's this one. I don't know. Anyways, but there's parking in the back. So the reason why I never ate there is because I assume there's no parking.
Yeah.
But if you go in the back, there's actually this huge parking lot. And it's like smoked barbecue. It's like super legit. Greater point is, one, shout outs to them. I think it's called Chicken and Barrel. And they're a Kauai franchise.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's cool.
That.
They have one in Kapa'a. But going up here, there are these less expensive condos. And I saw Kaipo yesterday. Kenji probably know if I show you his picture, but he was like, yeah, bro, I just bought up. He's like, you still selling houses? Like, yeah. He's like, yeah, I bought one house. I was like, no way. And I was just super stoked for him. So he didn't use me as an agent. I don't care. I'm just super happy that my friend is owning. And he was like, bro, I didn't even think I could qualify. So crazy. Like, I just started talking to the guy, and all of a sudden I'm a homeowner. So one, everyone should become a homeowner. If it's not today, then you need to be planning for it. I waited till I was 35, 6. I think I was 36 when I bought, and almost 37, and I should have bought sooner. So buy. Get in this housing market. You won't regret it later. That's one thing. And then two, I'm trying to think. I came across another person or two this week who knew us, knew me, knew the channel, big fans, and then didn't use us.
Yeah.
And I couldn't help but to ask, like, hey, how come? It's escaping me right now. I'll probably remember it once we move on to the next topic. But again, they were just like, I don't know. I watch you for all my stuff, and I don't know why I didn't reach out to you. And another client came in. Shout outs to Jeff. Jeff can purchase up to the 5 million something range, and had previously been working with another, or not even working with, had previously been introduced to another agent who was, a bit more bougie. And agent was non-responsive, and he said, I use this channel and I use you guys for all my info. I watch it all the time. I'm a big fan, but yet here I am trying to work with another person that it's just not there. And he's like, so I figured I'd just try and fill out the contact form. This is a person, a person purchasing $5 million range could easily be entitled, right? Like,
Yeah.
I filled it out, call me, right? He was more like, I figured I'd fill it out and see how it goes. Like, more of a soft approach, not entitled, but just like, yeah, you guys are YouTube stars. Let me fill out this form and see what happens. Charlotte called him right away. He was super impressed with that. I talked to him later. He was impressed with that. And we just so happened to put together a North Shore video. And he was, we got connected with him and looked at a house. And so now we're working together. But we almost weren't working with Jeff either, because there's this disconnect between the channel and clicking on the thing. So I'm going to show you guys how to do it. So you go to Google, or you can just type in coreteamhawaii.com. Takes you to this amazing website. I don't appreciate how you're focal and I'm like all covered up
Oh, well, too
with
bad.
those bright pants.
You gotta lift heavier weights then, so you stand out more next to me.
No. Anyways, you go to coreteamhawaii.com. You could book a call. or you could just go straight to the bottom. Whoop, and have better internet than me. And you could fill out this contact form. If you did it right now, Charlotte would be standing by. Unless she's on another call, she'd speak with you, fill out the basic questions, and then we get connected.
Yeah.
Did you guys also know that you could go to our... So if you enjoy this content and you can't get enough, did you know that you can go to our website, coreteamhawaii.com, and you can click on these videos? So is there, like, should we put something here that says, like, click on the neighborhoods?
I think we should, because unless you hover, you don't really know, right? That's a good note to give.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, West Oahu, for example. We click on that. A video comes up, and these videos aren't available. Oh, wait. Is this a rare exception? Oh, this is an exception. All right.
Pick a different one.
Pretend you didn't hear that. All right, let's click on Mililani. The majority of these videos, I think all but that one, are these custom videos we shot just for the website that otherwise you can't see. They're not public videos. They're not on our playlist. You have to go to our website, and it's just short blurbs about these neighborhoods. Have you ever logged in and looked at the view count on these? That'd be interesting to see. So, like, this one's 4 minutes. Some of them are 2 to 3 minutes. But if you just like consuming the Hawaii content, you can go to coreteamhawaii.com, hover over the map, and hear us just talk about neighborhoods again. And I don't even remember exactly what we said, but I remember the day we shot all these videos.
Yeah, I remember.
So that's another thing you guys can do. Do we have any more questions?
Let's see. Brenda, she's the one who's asking how quick you can close with cash, right? Or what the timeline is. She said she's moving back home to Hawaii.
Hey, welcome home, Brenda.
So please give us a call. We'd love to help you come back home.
That's special to us. Yeah, please reach out to us.
Everyone is special, but
everyone's special.
That just makes me feel real nice. Like, it's just so hard to come back home.
It is hard.
It's an opportunity that a lot of people don't get. So.
Yeah, and so not to be off-putting to other people, but what we see the majority of the time is people leaving. Mm-hmm. And it's not always because they want to. And when people are coming home, it's just special. Yeah. I would feel warm if you were from, I'm trying to think of the town Walt Disney's from, in like Kansas or whatever. Because you were returning to, Pensacola, Florida. And like that's home, and now you're gonna be with grandma and be able to go to lunch on Sunday with grandma and mom and stuff. Like that's awesome.
Yeah.
So it's just cool when people can return home when that's what they want,
Nav Bars, greetings from Las Vegas. Love watching your channel. Thank you.
9th Island.
Dan Cho. Thank you, core team, for all the in-depth info on all the different neighborhoods. Also, the personal stories that are related to those neighborhoods give a warm community feel. Yeah, I think that's like, that's what's cool about us, like.
Can I put in a request to everyone at home? Drop a comment with your favorite like moment or video, one of your faves from the channel.
Yeah.
I was like, when Mahe teased Derek, or when Derek jumped off the rocks into the ocean, or was body surfing. By the way, we have another video coming up. I was getting barreled.
Oh, okay.
Kenji got him.
Where at?
At Keiki's.
Okay, cool.
There. Yeah. Hurt my back too. I was fine. I was body surfing. I was fine. And I'm walking, and I was even thinking to myself, like, man, so amazing. And I was like, I still got it, Mm. And then I walk up the sand, and I go, and I was like,
See?
Uncle status.
Gotta be careful. You're an uncle now.
All I do is real estate. I got in the ocean more.
Yeah. Aloha from hot Arizona. When, if we win the lottery? When? You're the first few we'll contact. Awesome.
Where would you guys live if you won the lottery?
If
you won the lottery.
No, money is no option.
Yeah, how would you set yourself up in Hawaii? Yeah. Money's no option. What would you do?
Me?
Yeah.
You already know.
Crozier?
Yeah, 100%.
Is that though?
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah, money is no option. If money is no option, I ain't worried about driving. Right?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to have somebody come drive me around if money is no option. But
You know what? If I had hit like 100 million jackpot or something, a driver would be a thing.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I want to drive it right now. I'm trying to figure out how to make that. Joey got to get her license so I can get a driver right now.
Yeah, for sure. What, Ken, would you still go Makaha Valley? He said that before. He's like, I'd go Makaha Valley. I was going to say about fishing, though. Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
what is it?
about,
Urena?
what
Is
about
that
you,
the
though?
Makaha? That's one of the more, let's talk about that, though, real quick, since we're supposed to be talking about real estate. We kind of are. What is it called? Why is it escaping me?
Gunther likes
Upena. I said Urena. Upena. This is one of the
draw me in
more
down.
affordable but pretty amazeballs places to live on the ocean.
You picked the one empty lot, yeah. Like,
Well, that's right, because you can see the ocean. But and then the thing about living here is some of the homes are like in front of Sandy Beach, some are in front of Rock, and you kind of have to walk down to Sandy Beach. It's a tight knit community, so I don't think you're gonna move here and then start doing like short term renting, even though you're not supposed to.
M says
Well, yeah.
Kailua.
M says Kailua, that's
Yeah.
where she lived. Yeah, so drop us your favorite moments from the channel and/or where you would live. Money's no problem.
Gunther, surfing clips of you two are cool when it's mixed into real estate content. Keep it up. Drone footages are also awesome.
That's always Kenji. When I'm out with Kenji and people notice us, I always have like, I'm like, this is Kenji though. He's the guy behind the camera.
People always talk about how much they like the drone footage.
Oh yeah,
Like that's Kenji's a hammer.
and there is like if you have this goal to move to Hawaii, or you got orders, or you're coming back home, and like Jasmine and Albert,
Yeah.
she knows Hawaii,
Yeah.
but he didn't.
Yeah.
So she's like, watch these people, and shout outs to them. You know, one of our biggest clients at the time, 3 million. I mean, still, and then we were a small channel too. We were a small channel, and they're like, you know, she told me, hey, we're Happy Days soon. Because I think they moved back this week.
What?
Yeah, I think they moved back this week.
Oh my
connected with
God.
them. Yeah. But anyways,
That just felt so far off, like when it was happening.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
It
yeah.
just felt like that was going to be so long.
their home was on this channel, the Hawaii Kai, amazing view.
Yeah.
But anyways, the feedback we get a lot is your videos are done so well. Because if you are gonna have to be planning this thing for 6 months, and like you want to watch some good stuff, anyone can sit in front of the camera and talk. Not everyone can deliver the stories, the nuance, the detail that we do. But then you pair it with Kenji's skills, and it's game over.
Yeah.
What
Larry
did I say?
Tran. I'd buy out the guy at the entrance of the Wili Wili Nui Ridge Trail. I want to see it. How we pull that
The
up?
guy at the entrance. Will I show it?
Hey, you know what though? Money is no option. I might can do dual residence. Can have a
If
couple
money's no
houses.
option, you gotta have a condo in town, right?
100%. But also, North Park's pretty cool. Not North Park. That's
Ever
Norfolk.
Beach?
Norfolk.
Would you do that?
Not over Crozier.
Then you have just two boring places. Where's
What?
the entrance to the trail?
I don't know. Probably
it?
over there someplace, huh?
Yeah, it looks like it's there, but you can't go there.
Oh,
The guy
he's
can't
not
go there.
allowed.
Yeah. But there's your view.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, I put my house there.
Money is no option. I
Money's
put
no
my
option.
house right there.
Wow. I never done that height. Okay, money's no option. What am I doing? I'm having one penthouse or like amazing condo. I mean, let's not be ridiculous because there's some $20 million penthouses.
Yeah, not that. I wouldn't even want that.
And the chances, like, you got to be winning $100 million lottery. The $20 million penthouse ain't going to make sense.
Yeah.
So keeping it more realistic, could do like I'd probably have a few million condo in town. Right above Merriman's, Istanbul, Hondo do Dokoro. Whole Foods, all that stuff.
Yeah.
I would have a condo there, or even Park Place, Ala Moana.
Oh,
Maybe that, but that's 5 million.
that's like
the
10 million
entry.
already in there.
Yeah, 5 million might be
Yeah.
like the entry there. So probably stay more ward.
But you know what?
Then,
That's a really nice one, and it's the owner occupancy is so low. It feels like you have like a resort to yourself essentially.
yeah,
because the amenities
some of them
there.
you can like park your car in the unit. Crazy, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
You're talking about some offshore money. If we're being real.
Yeah.
Where would my like home base be? I'm tired of not being by the beach.
Yeah.
Cause there's this home in Mililani Mauka that's like a lychee farm. You know about this?
No.
So if we go to, they probably, if they watch this channel, they're gonna be like, "Hey, shut up." So, this is Mililani Mauka, right? If you go in here, there's like this compound. And they have
What?
like lychee trees and stuff. And so if you put your guy, and I think these were the people that owned Mililani Mauka.
Oh my goodness.
And selling it. This is the story I heard. And selling it to Castle and Cook, they were like, okay, but we got to keep our one gate. See this gate here?
Yeah.
To go to like our farm. So that would be.
I've never even.
You didn't even know that.
I had
huh?
no idea that was even there.
That would be pretty cool.
But you're so far away from the water still.
But it is far away from the ocean. So where would I go? Money's no option. No. Show Mahe is what? Oh, I don't think she wants to.
No,
show.
don't.
We'll show kind of like the general area where Mahe would want.
No, no need. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
And it's a weird winter spell too, yeah. So
Where would I don't know where I go, you know.
I thought what? I mean, you had like you were making like you was gonna Kailua one time, so
Yeah, Kailua. But there's no, you're not really like surfing or doing anything in that ocean, you know?
oh, you know what else is really nice? But it'd have to be like it's just so remote. It's like I really love like Laie side and Ko'olaupoko, that side, like
Yeah.
but it's so remote.
So Jeff guys were saying that they really want to be between like Sunset and Chun's. They want to be in that stretch. Or maybe even like more like Foodland and Chun's, like North Shore.
Not upside though. Like more ocean side.
When Oceanside, Kinui.
Okay.
And when they went around to Kahuku, Laie, Haula, they were saying how they were like every single day. We stayed there for almost a month. Anytime we went there, it was just so much windier, and it was just so like you couldn't hear yourself talking. It's so windy, and that's not always true. But I see what they're saying. Like
I wonder what time of year. What time of year was that?
it was just a few months ago.
So during
yeah,
the winter.
Yeah, it was winter. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know where I live. What are the Derek's indecisive. We know
Larry
that.
Tran, Park Lane also, which we're talking about Park Lane.
Oh,
All
Park
Alone, if I
Lane.
had to stay in town. Corey LeBlanc, if I had a place I'd have a place in the hills with a view of Diamond Head, skyline, and the ocean, but still live in SoCal most of the time. Halikoa Drive, for example, he said.
Oh, Halikoa Drive. Waialai Nui.
You know, Park Lane. So one of the units I showed in Park Lane was like above 2 million. And the unit itself was just like, the guy had like a 10 or $20 million unit or whatever as well.
Oh, yeah?
That he didn't live in either. But the unit he was selling for 2 million was just so his like friends and colleagues didn't have to go to a hotel.
Yeah.
So he just like also had another unit in there just as a spare.
What was the last name? Nakamitsu.
I know he was from Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that. And he had one of those like big parking garage stall things.
Where he can park his car
Yeah, I
at
was
the
like-
mouth of his house at the
And
beginning
I
of
was still pretty new back then when I went to go look at it. So I was like, oh my God, like floor off the jaw.
Yeah.
Like don't act brand new. But I was just like, dang, like this is. But you know what? The thing about that is though, like it's still like low rise. It's still like right on Ala Moana Boulevard. It's still, you can have a $10 million condo there and you're still going to have like homeless encampment right across the street. Sirens going
Whereas
off.
if you're way up on the 30-something floor of another building, it's more serene.
Yeah. Yeah.
So $5 million up there might, for some people,
Yeah.
especially if it's more of a, that's interesting. The home that I know I would want is not the home base.
Mm-hmm.
I have a hard time picking the home base.
Yeah.
We better, like, would you stay on this island for home base? Because if you can just, Hawaiian Airlines flight is $100. At that level, your home base can be Kona.
Yeah, I would still stay here.
Or Kauai or something.
I would still stay here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly where I always wanted to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know where I go, And I'm sure my wife and I would not agree.
She can come live with me in Norfolk.
Norfolk is in it. You know what? Maunawili, actually, I think I know the house. And this is kind of underwhelming being that I'm now a 100 millionaire. Here, let's type in Maunawili to make it easier on me. And we not always, but we've multiple times gone to this house. And I feel like
I know which one you're talking about.
Because I always say like, oh, this is like my dad's house in Tennessee.
The one with like the balcony?
No. It's is this it? Wait, am I even in Maunawili? Am I off? Oh, Les Jardins in here. Yeah. I think so. We drive in. I think it's like this house. Yeah, I think that's it. Does my guy go there? Nope.
Of course not.
Of course he doesn't. Never mind. Yeah, maybe Maunawili or Norfolk.
Too boring.
You know what? I want a cool community. That's why. This is why I'm struggling. I don't know that I want to live. You remember we went and showed for Emil?
Yes.
And the agent was telling us how, we've all owned this land since like the missionaries took it, basically. And we, like, it's just a few families and, it's very exclusive.
Yes.
And the vibes I got, I don't know that I want to live there.
No.
You know what I mean?
I would not.
So that leads me to want to go to more like a Kona or something. But I think I'd probably get like a nice house with some acreage in the mountains in Kailua or Kaneohe. That's that. And you know what? At that point, if I want to go drive to surf and fish, it's easy. It's easy to do it at that point. Yeah.
Gunther, Kailua Lanikai area for sure within your homes. Maurice Gaston, hello to all from Florida. Plan on moving to Hawaii.
Where in Florida?
Yeah, where are you at in Florida?
What other questions do we have?
Unless I missed any. I think I got them.
We're all caught up. All right, guys. Well, we're going to wrap this one up. If you guys don't have questions, we're going to start moving towards wrapping this one. Still trying to find my potential dream home here. I think it's that one and my thing doesn't go to it. It was like it reminded me of like my dad's house in Tennessee. You know what I would want though? And you don't see it in Hawaii a lot. I would want like a super baller porch.
Yeah. Like a wraparound?
Potentially wraparound. I'm talking rocking chairs, ping pong table, card tables, outdoor kitchen. But in Hawaii...
Oh, outdoor kitchen.
Oh, automatic. I don't want roaches.
So you can fry fish outside?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I don't want roaches
But you
in
don't
house.
eat seafood, but...
I don't really fry fish. But I can cook outside, just hose it all, pressure wash with soap the whole place. Like a Jack in the Box at the end of the night or something. But I would have a big outdoor porch. And the thing about Hawaii is most homes, like 99% of homes, the amount of land and the amount of house afforded, you got to use that for square footage. So you don't really have space for that.
Yeah.
So
that's why I want to go where I want to go. Not the beach side either. I like the more Mauka side of it where they have the larger lots. Yeah. And I want a wraparound deck. I mean, Kyle can have a horse if he wants one. I have kind of horse phobia, so it's not really my thing. But
You have horse phobia?
yeah, I have a little bit of a horse phobia.
You have some phobias.
No,
Huh?
I have 2 phobias.
Only those 2?
Yeah.
Okay. We won't mention the other one.
Yeah, I don't even like to talk about it.
Okay.
But I want a wraparound deck, and I want like a bunch of punes out there, like day beds for like to just like lounge and like I'm thinking like lauhala mats. You know
Kind of
what
dry
I mean?
and dusty, yeah?
No, not over there.
Yeah.
It's like
This is when I'm telling the people what we're talking about. Okay. All right. Any questions to close us up?
Jordan.
Last video was the first time I heard you guys mention ESA for pets. Coming from Vegas, that allows me to pass the pet policy. Would Hawaii do the same? Thank you.
Yeah, ESA policy is still the same here.
Well,
If
yeah, I mean,
If you have the correct documentation.
it's not for getting on the plane and the whole Hawaii Ag thing, that's unchanged.
Yeah.
You still have to do it.
Yeah. Unless, I mean, if you're talking about like pet policy for buildings and like homes, then yeah, it's the same as it is there. But the agricultural rules in Hawaii are still going to be different and a little bit more difficult than other places. So, yeah, do your research on that.
Uncle and Auntie gave me the blessings to move Maui or Orlando. I think you're saying Orlando is where you live.
Yeah.
Because I could see someone making a joke calling Maui Orlando.
Maui, Orlando. Yeah.
In a way. Not really. But, all right, guys. We got to go sell some houses. If you need anything, go to coreteamhawaii.com. Go to the very bottom.
Fill out the contact
This
form.
was a fun one. You always have at least 2 phobias. The actual phobias and the phobia of having a phobia. No, Mahe got
No, don't
2
talk about it.
weird ones.
But horses is one. They're just so strong. Like,
You should fear
Kyle's
horses.
little grandma. It's like 90 something. She's tiny.
Yeah.
And she's like, "You want to ride the horse?" I'm like, "No."
Bareback.
I'm like, "Get away from
Like hold on to its mane.
like get the horse away from me." You know, I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh yeah, so nice." You know, I'm like hanging back by the goat. You know, like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
this is more my speed. The goat's more my thing.
My wife too. Like I'm like, we should go horseback riding, or she's I'm not interested.
My dad loved horses. My brother loved horses. They're just so scary to me.
Hawaiian Paniolos.
Yeah. My dad used to ride bareback
Yeah.
in Haleiwa.
This is how deep my southern roots are. My mom's great uncle, Uncle Pippi.
Oh.
That's how he used to ride. He used to ride around Pensacola
Yeah.
with a horse and carriage when I was young.
Oh my God.
Oh, no, literally, like he's showing up to the grocery store, parking his horse. That's how like deep backwoods southern my Florida side is.
Oh,
and I remember he never owned a vehicle. He never learned how to drive. Just horse. Yeah. That's how he get his groceries. All right, guys.